welcome to my July TBR. For set in a school/uni, I've decided to go with Robert Swindel's Room 13. This is a combined Room 13 and Inside the Worm, but I'm only going to be reading Room 13 unless I decide that I've got extra time in the month, in which case I'm going to read Inside the Worm as well. As you can see, Room 13 is only these few pages. It's only 160 pages long. So I should be able to fly through this pretty quickly. For those of you who don't know what it's about a young girl in high school called Fliss, who starts having these nightmares about this house and a room called Room 13. In the daytime it's only a laundry/linen closet, but in the nighttime it turns into something else on the stroke of 13. Yes, I know what you're hearing. Strikes on the 13th hour. 13th hour doesn't exist, right? Or does it? Anyway, she starts dreaming about this house and how she has no control over her legs and her feet, and dreams about going into this Room 13. But it's only a nightmare, right? Or is it? For recent purchase, I've decided to go with Hazel and Holly by Sarah C. Snyder. This is an extremely floppy paperback and I love it. It's a little bit of a chunky one. This comes in at 441 pages and is about an enchanted forest. Witches and warlocks and wizards are practicing natural magic. There are beer-thieving gnomes. I mean, that's all I need to know about this. This sounds utterly fantastic. So fantastical, so whimsical. And look at that cover. It is so beautiful. And this is all about Hazel's long-lost father, who uses necromancy to trap her dead mother's soul. And of course, necromancy is forbidden in the Grove. So Hazel goes on a quest, determined to find her father and to put an end to all this nonsense. And it sounds fantastic, and even though it's a little bit chunky, I am still really looking forward to this. And the text isn't that small either. It's pretty normal, so I should be able to get through this pretty quick. For school/university, I decided to go with A Midsummer Night's Dream by R.L. Stine. This is about a horror movie that's currently being filmed, and 3 actors lose their lives during production. So they decide to stop filming, and 60 years later they decide to give it another go and do another production of it. There is talk of ghosts and curses, and then of course there's a bunch of accidents on set, so they have to work out if there's someone physical that's doing it or whether or not it's paranormal and the movie is actually cursed. And this only comes in at 249 pages, so shouldn't take me long to get through it all. And I'm really looking forward to see if I can get into this one or if this will be another one to put into storage. For sci-fi, I've decided to go with The Space Between Worlds by Micaiah Johnson. So sorry if I butchered that name. But this is about a sci-fi where 380 reality/universes exist, and the main character, Kara, is dead in all but 8. That's all I know about it. So, sci-fi's not usually my thing, but I am really looking forward to reading this. And it's been on my TBR for quite some time. For a big book over 500 pages, I'm going with R.L. Stine's Fear Street, The Beginning. This is a collection of 4 stories. This is The New Girl, The Surprise Party, The Overnight, and Missing. Again, same reason that I gave earlier. I'm trying to go through as much R.L. Stine as ultimately possible, and only keeping the ones out on my shelf that I enjoy rereading over and over again. And this comes in at 552 pages. Obviously I know nothing about what each individual story is about, but I'm still looking forward to reading this regardless. And finally, for seasonal read, I'm going to be going with Jamie Oliver's new book, his first ever middle grade, for Billy and the Giant Adventure. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition, and it is beautiful. I would have preferred if they'd continued this, or at least sprayed these ones green, but it is what it is. It's still beautiful regardless. Here is the embossing on the front cover, and I love that we get to meet the characters before we even go into the book, and I love the illustrations on this. And check out those illustrations, they are beautiful. And of course this carries out throughout the entire book, like that. This is where Billy and a bunch of his friends decide to go explore these woods that are out of bounds and are forbidden to be playing in, as everyone considers it dangerous in the town. come across loads of different mythical creatures, so the whimsy on this is really high. It sounds really beautiful. There's pixies, there's fairies, and the rhythm which all the magic runs off in the woods is off, so they need to bind together in hopes to save the forest. And it sounds absolutely incredible, and I can't believe that I haven't read this yet, so super looking forward to this. And there we have it for my spins. I do have a couple of extra books that I would like to log on to the end of this. First off, we have the buddy read with J.D. Ray Reads, which is The Ruin of Kings. That was the June book that I haven't managed to get round to, which I hope to read this month. All I know about this is a political military fantasy and comes in at 720 pages. So yeah, a little bit of a chonker, and hopefully this is my month for epic fantasy, because not only that, we have the second book, The Name of All Things, which is this month's pick, which comes in at 579 pages as well. So I really hope that I can get into this. I haven't been a big lover for epic fantasy, but I'm hoping that's all going to change. Next up is the buddy read with Steph from Steph Loves, and it's The Ritual by Chantal Tessier. All I know about this is the fact that it's a dark college romance which involves secret societies. Sounds absolutely incredible. I love dark romances, I love books with secret societies and clubs, so I highly anticipate that I'm going to be loving this one. Next up is my buddy read with Robbie, and we are going to be reading The Siren's Mutiny by Jessica S. Taylor. The cover really drew me in. Look at that. That is so pretty. Love it. Bridget knew the superstition, but when her father tried to marry her off, she had no choice but to stow away on a ship bound for Bodias. When she's discovered and discarded, her fate seems sealed, until she's saved by the ocean and its queen. Transformed into a siren and given new life, Bridget now has the power to seek revenge on those who wronged her. Kylam has spent his entire life trying to help those who couldn't help themselves. After years suffering the cruelty of his pirate father, saving others from a similar fate was ingrained in him. But when he's unable to save a young girl from being thrown overboard for hiding away, he's devastated. Until one day when he's thrown into the water by unforeseen forces, he comes face to face with his past and maybe with his future. But there's a darkness lurking on the seas they both call home, and Kylam and Bridget have no idea just how intertwined their stories really are. Sounds fantastic, and this seems to be the month for fantasy, so we're going to go with that. And this comes in at 459 pages, so a decent size on this one as well. And last but no means least is Ryan Lost by Alistair Chisholm. This is a sci-fi middle grade about a ship that is left stranded after a catastrophe with a bunch of people on board. There's an alien race, there's space pirates, and all sorts of different things. Sci-fi is not usually my go-to genre, but it is middle grade, so I'm going to give it a good shot. And I've also got the Space Between Worlds on here as well, so it's a genre I hope to get more into. This is what my physical stack looks like, plus a bunch of ebooks that I will put up on screen at the same time, and hopefully I can get through all of these this month. Wish me luck, because I think I'm going to need it, because I can't roll it on to next month, and if you want to find out why, stay tuned. Something very, very exciting is happening next month. I'm really, really excited and really looking forward to it. So, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Chat to me down below. What do you think that I'm going to love this month? Are there any of these books you'd recommend or you're looking forward to reading yourselves? If you've made it to the end of the video and don't want to chat in the comments, just want to let me know that you've gone to the end, then leave me a book stack emoji or a dice emoji, because this is Ludothon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.